Westgate Superbook. Westgate opened on July 2nd, 1969. Westgate is located on 3000 Paradise Road, Las Vegas, Nevada. It cost about $17 million to start operations of the Westgate Superbook in 1986 and 100 M's in renovations since June 1st of 2016.
Ready to go, baby? Yep. How you doing, guys? This is Al York Sports doing a nationwide sportsbook review, and we at the Westgate Superbook, which I call the man. He probably won't agree with me. Mr. John Murray on deck right now. He's going to educate everybody. But before I ask you anything, let me thank you for making time with us.
of course.
I really appreciate it. You know, if you want to know how hard it is to get any manager these days, you understand why I appreciate you so much. So before we get ahead, John Murray, who is John Murray?
Nobody's ever asked me that. I don't have a good answer for that. No, I grew up in the Washington, D.C. area, McLean, Virginia. I went to high school in Washington, D.C.
Okay.
At a private all-boys high school in Washington, D.C. Perfect breeding ground to become a bookmaker in Las Vegas.
Oh, right.
I moved out here after I graduated college. I went to West Virginia University. I moved out here after I graduated from college. I was 23, I think.
Okay.
And I started off, I was a ticket writer here at what at the time was called the Hilton Superbook.
Yeah, I remember that.
And, I was able to be promoted a few times. And they named me the director of this sports book in the summer of 2018.
Right, so basically like in Drake Strong, started from the bottom, now we here.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm here, you know.
Just me, a lot of people look up to you. Bro.
I started at the bottom, though, for sure. I mean, that's not easy work.
I already know.
And I know I sound like an old timer now, but it really was a lot harder for the tellers back in those days.
Right.
Before mobile accounts.
Yes.
Nowadays we do like maybe 80% of our bets on.
Yes. So
you might walk into a sportsbook anywhere in the city, and it looks like it's not really that busy, but they are, because nowadays it is minutes. Back then we're doing 100% of the bets. And of course,
it's going to be more busy. Okay, John, I'm just going to ask you a few questions.
I usually like to have the questions sent to me before the show. I'm not.
We're going to freestyle.
I'm like a politician.
Okay. Why is the Superbook the book to go to?
This is the best venue to sit. You're talking about sitting and watching games. This is the best venue in Las Vegas. And I will say that a lot of other casinos, newer casinos, have built some really nice sports books.
Right.
And I've seen some redesigned sports books, and I think they're great. And I think people should check them all out, really. But I don't think you're going to find a better venue than this.
I love it. It's just too far for you to come here all the time.
Oh, I get it. But honestly, I don't think there's another setting in the city than this.
I agree. Besides that, what separates you guys from other books?
Well, we've always tried to be one of the first books to get things up, and we've always tried to have a very deep betting menu. That's getting more and more competitive.
Right.
Because a lot of the books now are going to more of these automated platforms. We've got automated live betting.
Right. And that's going to lead to my next question. What do we have to look forward to in the Superbook that's coming soon?
Let's see. We're about to. Well, I love baseball.
Right.
So I could just sit here and watch baseball.
Right.
But I guess coming up next, we've got the Elite Eight this weekend. Final Four next weekend. We're gonna have a huge menu for the Masters.
Right.
Which is in 2 weeks, and 2 weeks from today, T-Mobile Arena will have UFC 300, and we'll have all kinds of pre-built parlays and round fights.
That's what I was getting on, stuff like that. You said you always elevate it.
Everyone's moving towards more of these pre-built parlays.
Right.
The same game parlays, regardless of what you think of them, they're very popular.
Right.
And we're trying to add more and more and more automated markets to our apps and allow more and more parlays on those products, and working on that all the time.
Okay, now I'm going to ask you a question. If you don't do it, don't be upset at me.
I never
have a parlay and live plays. yet?
We don't have the parlay builder finished, that product implemented.
Okay.
We are working on that. Obviously, it's very important, but you've gotta make sure it works properly before you turn it over to the masses.
Right.
If there's any kind of problem with the payouts or anything, you can really control.
Right. I got me. I was always told parlay was such a bad. You ain't hear that.
Well, it depends. It depends on. In general, that's correct.
Right.
But if your parlay builder, the algorithm is not calculating correctly, and the savvy people can take advantage of it.
Facts.
So those are not supplements.
Gotcha.
So we gotta make sure that you want it to be
And a lot
fair.
of stuff. I know what you mean about getting in trouble. Sharks can capitalize on any little mistake.
Yeah, and that's the danger. So like that's the danger of having all these automated products, all these third party pricing.
Right.
You know, if there's a mistake, people will pounce on it.
Oh, me.
So you really got to be. It takes a lot of people to make that work.
Yes. Great information. Now, one more question, right? I hate to use another sports book, but I have to bring it up just so that you know where I'm going with it. In South Point, they do a $5 line for the tournament.
Yeah.
You guys specialize on any sports similar to that, or not yet?
Well, those guys do a great job. I like that. They did that for the first round too.
No. I think the first round you told me no.
16
Yes.
So during football season, every Thursday we have -105 juice.
Oh, that's great. Let me ask you that.
And college football.
Okay.
And we've experimented with. We did -105 juice during the NFL playoffs. The day of the game.
Right.
Only the day of the game. Like on Saturday, we would take the Saturday game and cut the juice down.
Right.
So I think it's important that anyone, you got to have a few different accounts. You got to shop around those numbers. Because if you can be betting these Elite 8 games at -105 instead of -110, that makes a big difference.
Huge difference. I was
So
explaining that the other day.
I think I would encourage anyone, no matter where you live, if you want to be serious about it, you need to have 3 to 4 accounts.
Yep.
Spread your money around. Look for the best line.
Yeah, you got to shop.
And if one book has +3 -105, and the other book has +3 -110, very easy decision for you.
Yeah, like for example, my boy had like the Illinois game +360 in one spot, +350 in another spot, and he slammed the +350. And it was mad when we found out about the 6.
Of course. Well, you gotta, but that goes back to what we're talking about, though. Shop around, take your time, look at where you get the best price.
Right.
Look, if you're mostly sticking to straight bets and you're shopping around a few different books and always taking the best line, best price, you're already ahead of 90%.
There you go. Great
You're already ahead of 90% of the
Great point. Great information. Last but not least, I'm going to leave the floor open to you for anything that you want to add on to the Sportsbook Review Show.
Sportsbook Review Show. I mean, I think you got to find the book that's right for you. I think you got to figure out what's important to you. I know everyone loves all the new fancy bells and whistles, and they're great.
Right.
I like them myself. I enjoy playing around with these things, but the most important thing should always be the pricing.
Right.
So that should be more important than the fun of building the parlays or graphics or whatever it is that attracts people. Pricing is everything. It's your only chance to win.
Yeah.
To be betting at a good price. And even if you're a recreational bettor, you should still be trying to win. I know.
When I hear certain bets and certain ways how they go about it, I'm like, you're not even in it to win it. I mean,
but really, the main thing too, I know this is like cliche, like Nancy Reagan talk here, but bet within your means. Be careful. Like I do some other shows with people that I'm not going to name.
Right.
And they'll ask me like, well, who do the Sharks bet on? And I'll say, oh, Sharks bet on the Rangers.
Right.
And the Rangers lose. Like, I thought you said the Sharks bet on them. I'm like, they did.
They get the majority of the time, but not every time.
I'll tell you guys, I saw a lot of really sharp players that I really respect. Yesterday, Friday night, they bet Marquette against North Carolina State. Marquette couldn't throw the basketball into the ocean last night, and they got blown out. But that doesn't change the fact that a lot of sharp guys bet on Marquette.
Exactly.
So my point is, don't ever put all your eggs in one basket. Anything can happen.
Right.
People don't like to bet. Like right now, I think before we're watching the Elite Eight here, but I think before this game tip, we had them -105 to win ball.
Right.
So People don't want that.
No.
People don't want to bet minus 105 in 3 games.
Exactly.
They want to bet a little, they want to win a lot.
You better bet an individual, and if you could get it at 105, then if they can do that. John, like I said, thank you very much. Guys, you got to go to the Superbook, Westgate. I mean, this guy here, he is who he is. You can stop him, say hello to him. He's not a stuck-up person, very nice person.
Not on
Close
camera.
to my buddy Noah Parker.
Not on camera. Not stuck up on camera. Sorry to interrupt you. Go.
Yeah, so, and he is who he is. And that's why when I spoke to my brother Noah, he said, I'll go in there, the guy is great. And look at this is a perfect example. Make sure you come out here, 3000 Paradise, Nevada, Las Vegas. Come out here and see John Murray in the Westgate Superbook. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Mr. John Murray. Appreciate you.
Good job, brother.
Okay, brother. What's up, people? We made it live to the Westgate Superbook. It doesn't get better than this, guys. It's got all the food you need in the back. It's got additional little rooms. Everything got TVs in it. They got the clubhouse for TVs, the little room. They got the live kiosks. I never even heard that. You know what I'm saying? This atmosphere right here is impeccable. This is a gambler's dream to watch a game in the sportsbook. Now, it doesn't have the stadium feel to it, like Circa, but it doesn't have to have that for it to be a wonderful book. This is a wonderful book. The TVs are not the latest TVs that were done here, but these are still remarkable TVs. They got the score up over there. They got the lines over here, the live kiosks in the front. And one thing about the Superbook that a lot of people don't know about, they act is impeccable. They got one of the greatest acts. So when you go to the Superbook, you want to ask about the acts because the app is the truth. They got all kind of parlays, prop bets. Now, if I have to say, if there's anything I would like a little different, maybe occasionally a little more lighting. Now I like it, but they usually like to go dark. I would prefer a little more lighting for me, though. That's not for everybody, for me. So the score I'm going to give the Westgate Superbook is a 9.1. And don't forget to check my man John Murray. He would help you. He would be there for you. Customer service is off the hook. I could be here the whole day watching football, basketball, Stanley Cup, boxing. I mean, it doesn't get greater than this, man. Y'all hold your heads. Al York Sports. Don't forget to comment, subscribe. Where we going next, y'all? Follow us.